What's up, everybody? This is episode 5 of the Amayeta Dialogue Podcast. We're back. We haven't done this in a while. Alex and Maxie here, and
Mikey over here.
yeah, what's up? Got a good
What's
episode
going
for
on?
y'all. Mikey,
Yep.
tell them what's up.
All right, so what's today? Today is the 29th. Halloween right around the corner,
Hey.
and we got a new Halloween movie coming out
Ooh,
in 20 days, I think.
20 days.
And so we have a lot of history with Halloween in our family, and as far as being scared by it and enjoying it. So that being said, we're gonna talk about the entire Halloween franchise up to this point.
Yes.
Yeah, and we watched most of them before this episode.
Most of them, yeah.
I watched almost all of them. I watched all of them actually.
Did you? Yeah.
So all right, Halloween, and so we're gonna talk about the first 8, and then we'll kind of skim through the Rob Zombie ones.
Yeah, we'll tell you our feelings about those.
Yeah, and all the films. We're just gonna go through film by film and talk a little bit about it, what we like, what we don't like, some of the plot, some things maybe we're hoping to see in the new one. We're definitely going to be comparing the new one to all these other ones, especially the original.
Yes.
And yeah, I don't know. I figured it'd be kind of cool to do a Halloween themed episode.
Yeah. Halloween.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
So what we're planning to do is this episode, and then we will be planning on going to see the new Halloween movie, and then we will do an episode on that and compare it. So we're gonna do 2 episodes for you this month, Halloween themed.
Halloween.
So all that being said, we're gonna go back to 1978 to talk about the original
The original.
Halloween. Yeah.
Shout out to John Carpenter.
John Carpenter did all the music. He did all the music for all his films, but is that not the creepiest, you think, music ever?
It's probably out of all the movies, probably the creepiest.
I mean, Jaws is pretty, John Williams, but I would say this is right up there too.
Oh,
With
yeah.
one of the most memorable. And
People know that song when they hear it. They know where it's from.
Yeah.
They'll know.
and you see the scenes in your head when you hear it.
Yeah.
All right, so 1978, John Carpenter.
Halloween 1.
Halloween 1. Okay, so originally he also wrote it with Deborah Hill. So originally it was called The Babysitter Murders.
Really?
Yeah.
Babysitter Murders.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, but he changed it to Halloween.
Good change.
Yeah, me too. I think so too. So this was, for me, the first scary movie I ever saw. I don't know.
Probably me too.
I saw, my older sister made me watch this when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And
I might have seen it first with you, probably like a 10 or 11.
yeah,
Probably around there.
yeah.
Might have been earlier. I don't know.
Probably might have been a little earlier.
Yeah.
But it scared me so bad, and I don't know. It's coincidentally it was my mom's first scary movie she ever saw.
Wow.
She saw it at the drive-in, I think.
Dang.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So a couple things I want to talk about this movie. The opening sequence of, well, first you got the title credits with the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, and the candle.
Yes.
coming in
Yep.
while the music's playing, which is pretty cool. The way it's shot, like it's just slowly creeping in.
Yeah. That's what that fade that they do, right?
Right.
Yeah. That old school kind of like cross dissolve in
Right.
to the pumpkin from the
Right.
dark, which is classic Carpenter. And you can tell like in the other movies as well, like how they're shot differently, and the black and like the darkness that they use, the shadows.
Yeah.
It's sick.
The opening shot though, where you're in Michael Myers' point of view, he's a little kid. He's walking towards the house. Just the atmosphere that he sets up. It's just like you hear like an owl. You know, you hear a dog. It's just really quiet and creepy, and just looks cool the way that Michael's going through the house. And
They're using that handheld shot, right?
yeah.
For that, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and it was he's like stalking his sister.
Okay. Which is throughout all the movies they have that shot. It's just
Right.
like it's cool to look in through his eyes and what he's doing, and
You can hear him breathing.
yeah, you can hear him breathing through through the mask, but
Mhm.
it's pretty cool.
So yeah, obviously,
We're talking about Michael Myers, by the way,
right,
if you guys didn't know.
the original Halloween.
The original Boogeyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The asylum scene, when
Car scene.
Dr. Loomis goes there to, they're supposed to transfer him, I think,
Yeah.
and he climbs up on the car. By the way, it was like, this used to scare the crap out of us when we were younger. So like, I don't know. We've been talking about Michael Myers a lot of years.
Forever.
Yeah.
Since I could remember.
Alex used to be very scared by him.
Very. I still am a little bit, but it's not as much. Because I like the film and I know what they're doing behind the scenes and all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, but the asylum scene, yeah, when he climbs up on the station wagon.
That's behind the car, right?
Yeah.
The trunk of the car.
Yeah.
And you see him like crawling up the back rear window.
Yeah. And he's wearing like flowy, asylum clothes. It looks like
Like hospital garment.
yeah. Another scene I like is when Jamie Lee Curtis, when she looks out the school.
Oh, I was gonna talk to you about that too.
Yeah.
He's right by the station wagon or right by the tree or something like that, ain't it?
He's right behind the station wagon.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
And she looks and she sees him.
And he's like staring right at her.
Yeah.
That is.
And then she looks, or the teacher asks her something, right?
She asks her a question.
Yeah. And then she looks again. He's gone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. This
Classic scene.
Yeah. This film is, especially after watching all the other ones recently, this film just is a good film.
Straight up horror. Straight up.
Straight up atmosphere.
Yep.
And creeping. Like, just more trying to creep you out.
Yep. No crazy slasher stuff. No, none of that new school kind of trying to make you scared.
Extreme, man.
Extreme. Like,
yeah.
it's very simple horror, and it's
Right.
scary.
But it's so minimalistic. Like,
Yes. Freaks you out.
There's really not a lot of blood in the first one.
No need, man. No need, I don't think.
It's all, well, and part of that was because, probably, the budget, but it still works.
Yeah, all in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets in your head, that movie.
Yep. And then,
The bush scene.
the bushes, that was just going to get there. The bush scene when Laurie's walking with her friends. And so it's like Michael connects with her.
Yeah.
And at this point, in this movie, this movie was intended to be a single movie. So he's not her brother. He's just some crazy guy who sees her and connects with her and follows her all day.
Yeah.
And
Which is spooky.
yeah,
Yeah, the sister part, yeah. It's different.
that came in part 2. We'll
Yeah.
get there. But yeah, so when they're walking down the street and she sees Michael in the bushes, probably 30 feet away or so. I don't know.
Yeah, he's back there. She looks back and he's just right there.
And conveniently, the other two friends are not looking.
Yeah.
And then he walks away.
Yeah.
But how creepy is it? And you get the little music cues. Just
Yeah.
Carpenter's music, man, for all his films, just so awesome. He really sets the mood.
Yeah, he does.
Um,
Better than anybody today, I think.
Yep. And then that leads to going in her window, and she looks at the laundry sheets hanging on the clotheslines, and he's there.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Yeah.
In the daytime, like this is daytime, and it's creepy.
Pure light out during the day.
Yeah, and she looks again, and he's not there.
Yep. It's got to be like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. See, this is like, I don't know. This is more like he was like the boogeyman, really, like more than a human.
Yeah.
He was more like a force, and they try to portray him like, you know what I mean?
Do they say anywhere where he lives in that first movie?
Haddonfield?
Is that
Illinois?
Is that in Haddonfield where it takes place too?
Yeah.
Is it like across where
No,
where does he live in that?
Okay, so the asylum was called Smith's Grove.
Okay.
And he had to take the car, and I know there's a scene where Dr. Loomis says Haddonfield's a few hours away from here.
From the asylum.
From the asylum.
Okay.
So he goes back.
So he goes back home.
He goes back to his house, yeah.
Is that where this girl is?
Well, yeah, she like leaves her dad's house, or her house, and her dad tells her to go drop something off at the Myers house. And that's when he sees her. He's inside, and she's putting something in the mail slot.
I see.
And then he comes out, and there's a really creepy scene too, where like she says goodbye to the kid, and she's just walking down the street singing some song, and he's just behind her, like watching her, and then I don't know, it's like he's like fascinated by her or something.
Weird.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So then he follows her. I'm just going through real quick, doing a quick movies and stuff we like.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about some more behind the scenes stuff as we keep going. But okay, so yeah, and then they're babysitting in 2 houses across the street from each other.
Okay.
Lori and her friend, and Michael follows them. They're driving behind them. And so they get to the houses. Let's see.
He's driving that station wagon in this movie, right?
Yeah, he got it from the asylum.
Okay.
So he's following them. So basically that's where the rest of the movie takes place, is these 2 houses across the street from each one another. There's a really creepy scene in the laundry room when one of the girls is in the laundry room and the door is swinging open, and then like it swings and then you see him real quick. It's a really cool shot, like just amazing, man. Like there's a lot of little things, and like he's there and then he's not,
Yeah. They play that well too.
Yep.
They do that real well.
And for the most part, this movie is pretty like tame until like the last third.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it starts with him murdering his sister, but like, after that, the asylum, a lot doesn't happen until it gets dark again. It's like just a lot of setup.
Just a lot of setup, a lot of weird thinking, and makes your head go crazy. Like, what is he doing? Why is he there? Where's he going next?
Yeah, this movie, it like lulls you into a trance. I don't know. It's something that the other movies don't have.
Yes. I do agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to talk about the when he pops up from behind the station wagon, or he pops up from behind the car in the street when they walk by.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they use this sound effect in these movies. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a factory whistle or something going off. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like time for break, or so, like a break whistle or something.
Yeah, it's like
that's exactly how it sounds.
Like it's supposed to be like a jump scare. Like
it adds so much tension though.
Like when I was a kid, like my stomach would just like tighten, like.
from hearing that sound.
Yeah, it really would, man. It was just like it catches you off guard. It's just so abnormal to put it like here. But yeah, he stands up. It's like it's crazy sound. And then later on, like in the series, they're like, they had like a gong or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a scene where the kid looks out the window and he sees Michael's silhouette like across the street.
This is that little boy Tommy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that's such a cool shot. You can't see anything but the silhouette. And then there's a scene after he kills one of the girls and he's carrying her into the house.
Yes. Yeah. Into his house, right?
No, it's whatever house they're staying at.
Oh, it's there. Okay.
Loomis is trying to wait for him at his house. His own house.
I see.
Yeah.
And he's out around just killing stuff.
Yeah. That's a really creepy scene.
Yeah, he walks up the stairs with her and takes her into the door.
Yeah.
I remember that scene.
And the little kid's watching it.
Yeah.
And then there's the scene where he does this, has the ghost sheet over him.
Yes.
It's pretty
That
crazy.
was scary, that scene. That scene is messed up.
I remember seeing that scene as a kid, like, just knowing that something terrible was about to happen, dude. And, like, just being so terrified. Like, I was way too young to be watching this.
That's some serious ghost stuff there.
But, that's what happens when you have older siblings and cousins. And you watch scary movies.
They make you watch it.
They pass it along to the youngers. The scene where Laurie goes across the street to the house, and it's all windy. Like, that was a good scene too. She finds all the bodies, and they do this thing where, like, she's on the wall and there's just black behind her, but then you start to see his mask like light up.
Yeah.
Or like he's coming into the light.
Yes, they did that perfectly. They did that just now too.
And this one.
Yeah.
But you see Carpenter started that. Like,
Carpenter started that, yeah.
It's weird how they do it. I don't know. Maybe you can explain.
That's what it is. You explained it perfectly. It's like a certain section of the room is lit, and the back of that room is being knocked off, so you can't see any light back there. And he's just pretty much walking straight, and his mask just reveals. It's perfect. You have to light perfectly for that, though.
And it's like he's super slow going into it.
Yeah. He eases really into that shot. Yep. Just barely in the shot, and then you see the figure of his face, and then it comes
and then
more
he
in.
comes in
Yep.
more. It's so effective.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
Just like, it's one of those things that just, it catches your eye, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like, what a shot, too, like when you're looking at it. Like, wow.
By the way, we should say that you work behind the scenes and in the cameras.
Yeah. I do production, camera work, and all that stuff, so it's fun.
If you've seen our Eye on the Arts episode,
yes,
Alex works for them as well.
Yeah, I work for PBS.
Not PBS, not Eye on the Arts.
But Eye on the Arts is our show, though, so yeah, fun stuff.
So
check us out.
He definitely, I think you have a different feel watching these movies now.
Now I do, yeah.
And you see like all the cinematic things.
Yep.
And it's even, you've taught me a lot of stuff, and just being in the studio and seeing how it's done.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is. Lighting, camera, movements, and all that stuff. It's fun.
And it's definitely cool to watch a movie and dissect it. Like, just like we do music.
Everything I watch now is like that. Yeah. That's why I like doing it with these movies, because you see a lot of old tricks that they do.
And a lot of
just
flubs.
like that shot that walking into that light there.
Yeah.
And it looks,
And a lot of bad stuff too, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about that.
So let's finish up this first movie real quick.
Finish,
and then you get the it's like a fart or something, man. It's so weird, man. Then you have the classic closet scene. And I think this is really effective because even before he comes in, he's like shaking the door for like almost a minute, just like, and it's just this image of this door. But I really appreciate, like, it's almost like he did a symbolism, like it's just a force that's not gonna stop until it comes in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's something I didn't notice when I was a kid. I was just terrified.
Yeah. A lot of symbolism in all those movies.
And you noticed the symbolism watching 4 about light and dark.
Yes.
And I saw it here in this scene. When he comes in the closet, he like turns on the light and then he finds her and then he turns it back off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I noticed stuff here and there. We'll get to it. But anyway, she pokes him with the hanger. And then she thinks it's all over, and then he does that sit-up classic thing.
Which starts in it?
Yeah.
Starts 2?
Well, it ends...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I remember this scene.
They show it in 2 as well.
Yeah. It ends 1 and starts 2.
Yeah. And then he's coming towards her, and then Loomis comes in, shoots him.
Yeah.
Loomis, Donald Pleasance. He's awesome in these movies.
He's the best.
I think, especially later on in the series, he's the only thing that, like, makes him kind of even remotely watchable, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. He's such a good actor.
Yeah.
And it's not only that, it's just like you cling to the character.
You're
He's
right.
like, he's the only one that's trying to actually stop him. Like,
Right. And because he knows.
Because he knows him, yep.
Yeah, anyway, shoots him, and then he's gone.
Shoots him 6 times
And then he's gone.
in the chest. Falls out the window. Didn't it?
Yeah, he falls in the grass.
Falls
and
out the
then-
window 2 stories in the grass, back first. And is gone from the scene.
It's completely gone.
How do you do that?
He's the boogeyman.
It's
and
not
then
human.
The movie ends with all the places that he's been, just like shots of the rooms.
Yeah,
Played
I like
over,
that
played
montage. Yep.
over the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
And you hear the mask breathing.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. I think it's
No other movie has that either.
No,
Yep.
not that I know of. That ends with like all the sets that you saw,
Yeah.
and like he's not there, but you hear him anyway. So the new Halloween to come out this year is supposed to ignore everything after the original and take place 40 years later. So we'll see. He's not her brother.
He's like 60 years old
Yeah,
in the new one. He was 21 in the first one, right?
right.
Alright.
So we'll see what happens. We'll get there. All right. So John Carpenter originally wanted this movie to be one story. He wanted the Halloween franchise to be different stories each movie. So part 2, he wanted it nothing to do with Michael Myers. He just wanted it to be a different story about Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
So no boogeyman at all? No Michael Myers?
No, he wanted it to be completely different.
Wow.
And that's what American Horror Story is. That show on FX, like they use a lot of the same actors, but every season is a different story and totally different characters.
Wow.
Not necessarily about, one's about a haunted house, the second one's about an insane asylum, third one's about a witch coven, like a freak show. Like
They be doing that nasty stuff in there, though.
Yeah,
They be
it's
doing
pretty
that Rob
hardcore.
Zombie stuff in there.
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't be watching that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they wanted him to do Halloween 2 with Michael Myers because 1 did so well, and he didn't want to do it. And I guess they pretty much paid him a boatload of money, and he said, "Okay, I'll do it." So
Why not?
But when I don't know how invested you are if you're not really wanting to do it creatively. So that's where you get the added story of Michael Myers being her sister.
Yeah.
Being her brother, sorry.
That guy that you said had a lot to
Yeah.
do with that. What was that one guy's name? Not the Indian dude director.
Donald Pleasance.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he said he wanted to do 20 of these movies if he could.
Ah, man.
But by the way, we were talking about Halloween 2.
Now we're talking about Halloween 2, everybody.
Yeah, so we'll play that, and the soundtracks for all the Halloween movies are pretty awesome.
Awesome.
But all right, Halloween 2 came out in 1981.
81.
Takes place on the same night.
Same night.
And yeah, picks up right where it leaves off. He's
Yep.
gone. He's walking around the alleys. What'd you think of that shot?
That was I like that. It's kind of like they copied the first one, you know? Start
Right.
off with that shot, you know,
Right.
in his eyes where he's walking and stuff. Then Dr. Loomis, I shot him 6 times.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good scene. I like that. And
Yeah.
then he goes and gets that knife from that lady's kitchen.
Yeah. And then you see him behind her,
Yeah, that was spooky.
and then he leaves.
Cause she's just watching the TV, right?
She's watching the murder reports
Yeah.
on TV, and
on the news. Was that? Was the
Yeah.
news? Yeah.
they're watching Night of the Living Dead, and
And then you
he
see
comes in,
him in the foreground or the background, actually, not the foreground.
and then he comes out, and kills the neighbor. He goes into her house.
Straight up, goes into her house. So the lady screams. He takes the knife from the kitchen,
Right.
and then the next door neighbor, girl lady, comes out. Are you all right, Mrs. Blah blah blah? And he just goes right into the house.
Yeah. It's like, ding.
He jumps up too.
Yeah, he jumps up like he pops up from underground or something.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
They do the gong there too, ain't it? They
They had like a gong effect and like a phaser effect or something. It's weird. So most of this movie takes place at the hospital. They take Laurie there, and he goes there.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis came back and did it. A lot of the hospital scenes look cool.
Oh yeah, a lot of dark and light shots here in this film. I like it.
And we noticed, we actually watched 2 and 6 right before we did this. And
Yeah.
like the way that he, like the shots of him in the mirror in the car.
Yes, the rearview mirror one was. Looks like they did like a dolly shot back and then
They
revealed.
just found it.
Yeah, they revealed the mirror and he's just in it.
He's just
looking.
standing there.
That was spooky.
Man, Michael's very strategic. Like, takes out the phones.
That's his lineup, right? The
Yeah.
phone's first.
Phones is always first.
Oh, he took out the tires in this one.
He took out the tires. He took out the electricity. Took out the security guard. Before he even goes in there, man, it's so well planned out.
Yep.
It's so funny.
It's
So
like he
convenient.
waits. Just like Loomis said, he doesn't know emotion, no nothing. He just waits for his opportunities.
And takes him.
Yep.
There's a shot too where he's coming up to the hospital, and you could see him on the security footage.
Yeah, and the camera, the monitor that they're using for the security camera.
And he's just walking around. It's really scary, man. I mean, I've seen these so many times over the years, but there's still some parts that are they linger.
The light in the dark, really big time in that movie. It's
in this movie,
yeah.
Well, there was the part where he killed he killed somebody, and it was in the doctor's office.
Oh yeah, the doctor.
He killed the
kills,
doctor.
yeah.
And there was a green tint on his face.
Yeah, from the aquarium.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good. And then the waves from the aquarium and stuff.
They did it there too,
That
where
was
his
nice.
mask faded in.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a real good one that they did there. They did the fade in with the mask.
Yeah.
That was really good.
So then you get the sister storyline that John Carpenter pretty much invented. He came up with when he was drunk, because they wanted a twist or something, and it really doesn't even I think when you add that storyline, it takes away from the boogeyman.
You can't go anywhere with it. I mean,
Right. But they tried every
Yeah.
movie after this.
yeah, which
We'll get there.
it
The
is so-
inconsistencies.
it's just not consistent. But
So, Michael goes after her, and Laurie shoots him
in the face.
in the face twice. I mean, and then Loomis, releases a bunch of gas and stuff in the hospital, and he blows them, the two of them up. Laurie gets out.
One thing about this one too, they use a lot of the green and the red lights to add the tension, and then the
The symbolism
Yeah.
of good and evil.
Yes, yeah. that's what I think about the lights too. The regular lights, like the white light, and then just black.
Yeah.
Like it's like the light is good.
You know, when you told me that, I really paid attention.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you're right.
And then the dark is when he turns off the lights. It means like it's evil. It's evil that's there. It's crazy, man. How much they do it on all the movies.
Right.
Well, all the original lineup movies, 1 through 8, right, or 1 through 7, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
8 is Resurrection, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty much Halloween 2. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it goes well with the first one.
It does go. It went well. Yeah.
I mean,
There's a few little things. He gets his butt whooped though. Like, that's the way you take down Michael Myers. Like, you inject him with 5 shots of something, and you beat his face with a pipe.
right.
Like, that was the way to do it.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
No, that was 6.
That was 6.
That was 6.
This
one was Loomis. They did the
blew it
oxygen
up.
and the ethanol, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the way to do it too. That one and 2, or 6 and 2, I like how they take him out in that one. So they're like loosening the canisters.
Yeah.
And then Loomis lights up the
He lights the
lighter
room.
that he had from that guy.
Yeah.
Because he gave him a cigarette, but he didn't smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Loomis.
Yep.
And what a way for Loomis to die, too.
Yeah. Only
Like,
they
dude.
undid it.
Yeah, only they undid it in 3.
He's in an explosion, and he comes back, and he's just got like.
There's no way you
Yeah.
could. There's no way
It's
anybody
ridiculous.
could.
Well, that's
Michael
Halloween
walks out of
2.
there though, out of that fire.
Yeah, he walks out, and then he falls down. So that's Halloween
I
2.
think
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy who he falls on a bunch of blood. He gets a concussion, man. It just looks like it sounded so terrible.
I think it's one of the paramedic dudes.
Yeah, and and then he comes out and he's in the car and it's like it's fine, I think, and then he just passes out and dies.
And then Jamie Lee's hiding in there, trying to get away, and his head hits the damn horn of the car,
Right,
giving away where she is.
like just blaring it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that was
so
set up well.
convenient. Yeah, I think it goes well with the first one.
It does. It does.
It'll be interesting to see where they go with this new one, though.
Yeah.
So all right, that's pretty much 2. Carpenter. That's why he pretty much blew him up at the end. He was done with it. So he wanted to try his original idea and go with Halloween 3, which didn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. He wanted to try the different storylines. Carpenter did.
Okay.
This
is the only. I think this is the one I didn't see.
No, you didn't see it.
I haven't seen 2 of them.
He didn't direct it, but he wrote it. He helped write it.
Is it the same dude that directed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aka
Yes, I forgot his name.
Muspied Aka or something
I don't
like that.
know. And it was all the same people, like production company. But so I'll just tell you a quick. So it's really weird, dude. It's like, it's a slow burn movie. It's kind of like, not much going on. So it's pretty much there's a Irish toy maker.
So this is where they get the Irish stuff at.
Yeah, but it doesn't have really anything to do with Michael Myers, but like there's Irish toy. This is going to sound crazy for anyone who hasn't watched it. A lot of people skip it because they know it doesn't have Michael Myers. But I was one of those kids. I just watched everything. Once I started loving horror, I watched everything I can grab my hands on. So I watched it. A lot of people hate it too, but I liked it. But if you explain it to somebody like I'm about to do, it's very weird. So there's an Irish toy maker who steals a piece of Stonehenge because it has mystical powers and puts pieces of Stonehenge inside these Halloween masks for kids. And the plan is to all these kids are gonna wear their masks, and then at 9:00 after they're watching the original Halloween. So when Halloween's done, there's a big special commercial, and there's something in the commercial that triggers the piece of Stonehenge in the masks, and it's witchcraft. There's a commercial that activates the piece of Stonehenge inside all the Halloween masks, and witchcraft like turns all these kids' heads into like bugs and mush.
What?
Like, yeah, like snakes start coming
I'm
out.
glad I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's insane.
When did this one come out? What year?
This one came out. So Halloween 2 was 81. This one came out the next year, 82.
82. Okay. When did the Gremlins come out?
Gremlins?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me look it up real quick.
Had to have been the same time because that's when they were starting to do that face stuff and
1984.
special effects.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's pretty much, and then the toy maker also makes like robots that look like, human beings. It's a kooky movie.
So Michael's not in it.
No, it's completely different. See, I think if you were gonna do an anthology like this where every story is different, 2 should have been this movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 1, gets up at the end and that's it. That story's done. Like,
I see.
You know what I mean? But and this movie flopped, and people, they would like Michael Myers. So 1988, 6 years later, Carpenter was done with it. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
I can imagine why. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a story and a lineup, like, and people just like manipulate it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. And like the fact that he didn't want to do it, I think it should have just been left alone.
Yeah.
Honestly.
1.
1 and 2 at
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
1 is the best though. I mean, all right, so we're gonna go to Halloween 4, which came out in 1988.
88. This is the year Mikey was born.
Yeah, and yeah, you hear that mask breathing. So Halloween 4, I actually like this one a lot.
I do too.
This is a fun movie. I mean, it's not as good, but it's fun.
This is when he's in the bottom of the sanitarium, right? And they go get him.
Yes. Yeah. So this takes place with his niece, Jamie.
Okay. Yes.
So now they're kind of doing a thing where Michael, they tie it to the family line. So they brought it. By the way, they brought it back. It was that Mustafa guy bought the rights, bought Halloween back. So yeah, Michael's.
So he's directed every one, pretty much.
No, he's had different directors.
Okay.
He just had the rights.
Okay, I see.
He's the production company. But yeah. So the Return of Michael Myers, it's called.
Okay.
Yeah. So it starts off. They go to the basement of this asylum where they're keeping these patients in comas, I guess.
It's crazy how they go down there too.
Take an elevator.
Yeah, they take an elevator like floors down, and it's like, this is where we keep all the what does he say?
The really bad ones or something.
Yeah, the ones who aren't allowed, or the ones who are given away from society or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
To transport them.
To transport
Again.
them, yeah. So many transports. And yeah, there's an ambulance scene where he wakes up, and they say, does he have any family? And the lady says he has a 9-year-old niece in Haddonfield. And then like his hand like grips like he's mad. Like he wakes up.
It is spooky when he's in that bed. His face is covered up.
Yeah, his
That
face is
blue
in
cloth.
like bandages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticks his thumb into this guy's forehead.
Ah. Like directly between his eyes, like through his skull.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. And
then they have an accident, right? Like the van rolls over the road and goes into water, but you don't see that part. They cut.
No,
they cut the Loomis.
They cut
right?
away when
Yeah.
the thumb is in the forehead. The guy's just screaming in pain. Yeah, so then they show her niece. She's having a lot of nightmares.
Yes.
Jamie,
right?
Jamie.
Yeah.
That's a cool scene when like you see like Michael by the bed.
Yeah.
And then he comes out of he's by the door.
Yep.
Pretty creepy. And the lightning.
Yes.
He's in the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool stuff.
In her dresser mirror, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
so
cut
they
to Loomis, don't they?
Uh-huh.
After,
What?
they cut to Loomis.
Yeah, he comes to the asylum, and then while he's there, they get a call that something happened in the ambulance.
That he was in.
And Loomis has this look in his face, like he's not shocked at all. Like he's like almost half smiling.
Yeah, like he knew.
Yeah, like I told you, you know.
And he doesn't even wait for them to finish what they were saying. He just walks out
He
the door.
knew. He knows.
Yeah. He goes to the site. Oh, he goes to the sheriff first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go there and they see that he already knows Michael's not there.
Yeah, he walks into the water.
Like up like to his chest.
Yeah, the dude walks into the water to go behind the ambulance to see if there's any bodies
There's
left
a bunch
in
of
there.
blood everywhere.
There's just blood everywhere, and he's like, "Nope, he's gone." That's he walks out. He's like, "He's gone."
He's gone. So yeah, Loomis goes to the gas station, which this is one of the coolest scenes. This is one of the more memorable scenes in all the franchise.
With that cool shot in it.
I remember you said it's for the one with the gas station part.
Yeah.
Like you always remembered it.
Yeah, that's how I remember that movie.
So yeah, so he goes to the gas station.
Kills the mechanic.
Yep.
And the clerk too.
Yep. And Loomis is looking for a phone. All the phones are disconnected.
All the phones are disconnected. Who would have thought?
Turns around, and there's a really cool thing they do here. It's an old movie trick.
Yeah.
Want to explain it?
It's so Loomis turns around and looks down like the doorway, and of course there's Michael. Big. He's huge in this movie. He's gotta be like 6'5", like huge dude. And they do it's kind of like a pull out, so the camera is moving outwards while it's zooming in, so it gives this effect as like it's the depth of field is getting larger, but it's zooming in at the same time on the subject, which makes this cool move.
It's a weird effect on the eyes.
Yeah, it messes with your eyes.
Yeah.
It really does. And Loomis shoots him, and all of a sudden he's gone. like out of nowhere, dude.
Like just Alakazam.
Like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a cool effect. Like I've seen it in a lot of movies where they do that, and it's like it's disorienting. They do it in Psycho, I think. Alfred Hitchcock stuff. So
That's who started that shot.
Yeah,
Hitchcock. Yeah.
So
It's got some kind of name to it, but I forgot what it was
I
called.
don't know the actual name.
Some kind of terminology for the shot.
The gas station blows up.
Yeah, he takes the tow truck, right?
And you could see, even before that shot we just said, you can see Michael's point of view. He's like looking at Loomis, like through the window.
Yeah. Yes. You're right. Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
It is. And then he takes the tow truck, tries to hit Loomis.
Yeah.
And then hits the gas pump, and then everything blows up. And Loomis survives.
Yeah, he like ducks behind a bunch of trash cans.
All in the meantime, trying to shoot Michael.
Yeah. I like there was old school like bullets like pew.
Yeah, the ricochet sound.
Yeah, just like the sound effect. There's a scene where Jamie gets the same clown costume Michael had in the original when he killed his sister.
Oh yeah, that's where that costume is from.
Yeah.
I was wondering, it looked familiar, dude.
Yep.
So it's from the first one.
Yep.
First scene.
Yeah, the very first scene.
Wow.
Like, that's something real quick. I want to go back to the first one. At the end of that scene, after he kills his sister and he comes out, there's just a crane shot going out, like as high as it can go, and like Michael's just holding the knife, and his parents take off the mask, and it's just like a surrealistic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like the last thing you see in a comic book or something.
Yeah.
It's like pulling out, like just very surreal. Like the scene is over as far as acting,
But you're still there, like watching it. Yeah.
and the like the parents are still like kind of moving. Like I
Wow.
don't know. Like it's weird.
That's
It's
cool.
Yeah. Okay, back
This goes to the fact though with a clown costume, like it feels like to me like they wanted him a part of her, like in her, like possessing her almost.
Yeah,
It's like
I agree with that.
because she sees where he is and like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's but yeah, there's an image where Michael comes up behind her and grabs his mask.
Yeah.
He puts it on and she screams and breaks the mirror. And there's
This is in the store,
the
right?
store.
The Halloween store,
Yep.
or like the drugstore or something where they
Yeah.
sell costumes.
We're back to Halloween 4. by
Yeah,
the way.
we're in 4 again. Still.
So yeah, there's a shot though when the mirror breaks of Michael in the shattered mirror.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. He's got the mask on then, right?
Yeah. So pretty much.
And right when she's walking into that store, they show the mask too.
Yeah,
They
you
show
can see
that.
it in the background.
Yeah, you see it. in
Another
there.
thing in the background.
They do those background shots with the cars, with the mask now, with him sometimes. Yeah, those are good shots. It's like paying homage to
The
Carpenter.
first one.
Yeah.
In the first one, there's a scene where Loomis is talking to the sheriff in front of the hardware store, and you can see the station wagon drive by.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's sick.
So Michael takes out the town's electricity. I know you remember this scene from when you were little. He throws the guy into the.
The transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws him into that.
I just remember the image of Michael like coming up behind this guy's truck, like when I was a little kid. It was so scary, man. It just freaked me out.
Throws him into the transformer.
Yeah, takes out the electricity.
Of the whole town.
Very strategic.
The
He
whole
takes out
town.
the police station, all the cops except like 1 or 2.
Takes out all the cops.
Um,
How do you do that, man? The dude goes into the police station and then just wipes them out.
right. So Loomis finds Jamie, and Rachel was her sister.
With the cop, yeah.
And then they see like 4 Michael Myers, but it's like kids playing a prank.
Yeah, and it's cool how they do it. They do like they go around the car and out of like Loomis's point of view.
Like one's in an alley.
Yeah.
One's in the yard or
yeah,
something.
yeah. One's behind them, and
Mhm.
then they all take their masks off and like laugh
And run away.
and run away. But as they drive away, right behind them on the road,
In the fog.
in the fog,
The real Michael.
there he is. There.
Cool shot.
That was a cool shot. That
mhm.
one. 4 is a good movie.
It really.
I like 4.
I liked 4 a lot.
One,
I would
2,
say
4.
1, 2, and 4 are
Yeah.
where it's at, man. I mean, 6 is okay too,
Yeah.
but
I enjoyed 5, but
It was
it's
okay.
not as good. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so then so there's no cops, and then you get these the town hillbillies with their shotguns,
Yep.
and they shoot like a wrong person or something.
Yeah, there's somebody moves in like the woods by that what's that the gazebo,
Yeah.
and they
And these
just
guys
light
just
up.
unload.
They unload. They have to throw like
They're like, oh man, Earl.
30
it's-"
rounds at
They're
him.
like, it's John, blah blah blah.
yeah. He's like, oh man, it's this J.O. Forster
Yeah.
down the road, and he's like, you dummy, you told me it was Michael Myers.
Yeah. So then they go to.
Loomis is like, you don't have a police force.
Yeah.
They might be our only hope. Some hillbillies with guns.
They shoot the wrong people.
They shoot the wrong dude.
They
They do come through at the end though.
Sort of.
Yeah, one dude. Oh yeah, they all die though. Yeah.
So they go to this house, and Michael's in the back seat of one of the cops' cars.
Doesn't kill the dude.
No, he lets him take him to where they're keeping her.
Yeah, smart dude.
Yeah, dude, so creepy. There's a
Smart.
shot where they show like him in the back. You just see his hand.
Yeah,
like-
and his leg like
Yeah.
up on the seat. That's crazy.
yeah, man. It's
And
creepy.
then he parks. He gets out, and then the cop comes back and sees the door open.
Yeah, and he's like, huh?
He's like, "What?"
So Michael's in the house. It's a pretty big house.
Huge.
Yeah. There's a whole sequence where he's chasing. Oh, there's a part where
Talking about the roof part.
before that, when the cop's in the rocking chair and you see his face come out.
Oh yeah, so they're at the cop's house, the
Right.
sheriff's house, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then like he right as he looks like in that direction, you see him go away.
yeah.
And then there's another part where she comes back and she thinks it's the sheriff, but it's Michael in the chair.
Yeah.
And he like puts the shotgun through her like stomach.
I thought he was gonna shoot her.
That's what I thought too.
I thought he was gonna shoot her,
That's what I thought. Or
And
like
he
do
just-
like a stab shoot
Yeah.
type thing.
and he just puts it
Puts
through her
it through
gut
her.
and like lifts her up like 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a whole sequence when they're on the roof. Yeah, as a kid, the image of Michael climbing onto this roof was like burned into my memory for life. It was so like, it just terrified me.
Yeah, the girl takes Jamie, the little one, up in the roof. I don't know why, trying to get away.
Well, because they have no choice.
Yeah.
This stupid guy that she's dating that like didn't know how to load a rifle in time.
Shotgun. Yep.
Yeah, shotgun.
Yep.
And yeah, so like they have no choice. They just keep going up,
Yep.
and like they're like trying to get down, and then they look, and then you see Michael coming over the top. Like it was just so terrifying.
Yeah, and he gets his balance and starts walking.
With the knife.
This is a
Man.
scary Michael in this one.
I think so. I think this is one of the better ones.
He is huge in this movie, dude.
Yeah. So Jamie gets down, Rachel falls.
Yeah.
Then
Well, she tries to let Jamie down with the rope, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
then
like
she lets go.
it's like cords to like the antenna.
Yeah, yeah. And then the girls were on the gutter there, trying to get away from Michael, and she just lets go.
Right.
All the meanwhile, where Jamie's like finds her way to the ground and runs.
Right.
Yep.
So then there's a school scene where Loomis finds her. They go to the school. And Myers.
Why would you go to the school?
I don't know. I have no idea.
He's like, he grabs her. He's like, "Where's the schoolhouse?"
Yeah, he's like, take me to the schoolhouse.
It's like, I was still trying to think of like, why
I think
would she
they
go to
just
the
wanted
school?
a different like set just to make it kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, then when he opens the door, the alarm goes off. It's like, but this is in the 80s. Like, you don't have like the alarm systems that we have today that's gonna contact the police right away. I mean,
Right.
it's like somebody's gonna have to hear it, like who lives by, and it's gonna have to call
Right.
call the police.
Yeah. So Myers finds him.
This is where he throws
Myers,
Loomis through that wall, right?
He really messes Loomis up
Yeah.
right here.
He throws him through that like door.
It's a glass door or
Yeah.
something, dude. He goes flying, dude.
Just tosses him like
Like nothing.
like a potato bag.
So then they get out somehow, and then the hillbillies take the Jamie and Rachel out of town
Yeah.
on their pickup truck. So there's like 3 hillbillies in the bed of the truck standing up, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then
And then Jamie and Rachel
and then
in the truck, and then the driver.
driver. Yep.
And then they're going down the road.
And he's like, "Don't worry, you're safe now.
You're gonna be fine."
You're
They
gonna be
pass
fine.
some cops, and they're like, "Yeah, he's in the town." And then he, what happens?
Where is Michael at in this? Because
I guess he's underneath the car.
it's like, how the heck does he just jump on the back of that truck, kills these dudes?
I guess the insinuation was he was underneath
The car,
the car,
the truck, or the
the
pickup
truck.
right?
Yes, and he climbs
Wow.
up. Because when they show him, it's like the arm comes over the tailgate with a
Wow.
knife.
Kills those dudes.
So, but they conveniently hit like the perfect area of covered fog right as Michael's about to appear.
It's like, yeah, that's like, yeah, yep. It's like saying
It's
that.
very, it looks cool though.
It does look cool.
Like,
Takes these guys out. I don't know how.
one by one.
I don't know how the passengers don't even realize that.
Yeah, like the 2 guys, the
I
3
would've heard
guys are
that.
like
I would
3.
have heard that and I would have been gone. I would have hit the brakes or something, and he would have been off that truck.
So there's three guys standing there like the Three Stooges, and one by one, they don't even notice that their friends are getting murdered right behind them. Like, and then he like rips this guy's like throat out.
Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
And then gets thrown off the truck.
Yeah, so he takes all the guys off of the bed of the truck and then rips the guy's face off, pretty much, of the driver.
Yeah, while they're driving.
And then, what's her name?
Rachel.
She takes the
truck.
the control of the
hits
truck.
him.
Yeah, and then, first hits the brake, and then he comes off of the front, right?
And then they hit this dummy.
You can tell they have dummies in this. Me and Mikey were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you
like,
can just see
the
it.
dummy like folds in when you hit it.
It's like the arms and legs are like parallel.
With the head too. It's like
yeah. It's so funny.
Sends him flying into like this
cemetery.
Yeah, I was like field of a cemetery, and then
they shoot him.
All these guys just unload on the dude.
Yep.
They're unloading on him.
And it ends with
But Jamie goes up to him.
Jamie goes up to him and touches his hand.
You see, that's when I think like she starts getting those images, like he like transfers.
Like they're connected,
something.
yeah. I think that was the insinuation, because then she goes and stabs her mom.
Yes, and she's doing that.
Yeah, and she's wearing the clown costume.
Yep.
And that's how 4 ends.
Yes.
You can see we like 4 because we talk about 1 and 4 the most so far.
Yep.
So 1 and 4. 2 good. 2 is also really good.
Yeah, I thought so.
4 is good. I think I like this one more than 2.
Yeah, I do too.
Something about it, the way it looks.
This is story, everything.
It's just a fun movie too. Okay, so then we got part 5, which came out.
I didn't mind it, but it wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good, but it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, yo. But I didn't mind watching it.
And it's very... yeah.
It is so stupid how they set it up, though.
Yeah, it is.
They could have did something better with that.
So here's 5. So 5 pretty much takes place like a year after the first one.
Yeah.
So Myers like falls through and like...
Or is it the same day?
No.
Or is it the same night?
No, like because he falls through, and then they try to like grenade him.
Yeah,
and then he
dynamite.
goes into the dynamite. He goes into the river, which is pretty hilarious.
You do not see that in the 4 at the end of 4.
No.
It's like there's a big old like wooden structure he goes through
and just falls
all the way down and like crawls out into this river. It's like, what?
And then some farmer finds him and I guess treats his wounds, and he's in a coma for a whole year until the next Halloween night.
And then he just
wakes
flips real
up
fast though.
Yeah, it says 1 year
fast.
later.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the guy wakes up and kills him.
Straight up kills him. Michael wakes up and kills him.
Jamie's like mute for like the first half of the movie.
I liked that aspect that they did with that.
Like she couldn't talk. She was traumatized.
It just adds like more like frustration and like tension. It's like, wow.
She can see what he's doing.
Yeah, right before he kills, right?
Yeah, she has like visions
that,
of
rage or something.
Yeah, she can like see what he's doing.
Yep, where he is, and yeah, it's very cool.
One thing, did you hear the weird like zany music for the cops when they walked up out of the house?
No,
you didn't pay attention. Dude, it's weird. This is after. By the way, Michael finds Rachel and kills her.
Yeah,
it happens pretty early too, in the movie. And then
this is for the end too. She's up there.
Who?
Rachel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he must have set that up.
What do you mean?
The coffin and the candles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking he did that.
I think he probably did then.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, what scene are you talking about with the cops? Like when they
come out? So it's after. Yeah, it's like before. Yeah, it's before Rachel gets killed, but it's like after she thinks that he's in there.
Is that crime scene that they come out of?
Yeah, no, like they check the house.
Oh yeah,
and they come
said
out.
it's all clear.
It's like a weird. It's a weird like they're bumbling idiots type music. You know what I mean?
And they were.
Yeah.
They were in that movie.
It just doesn't fit in this movie. I don't know. I just thought it was something. It was something
Yeah,
just so weird.
I didn't notice that part.
We did notice some weird stuff in 6. We'll get to.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I didn't write too much about this movie. It's pretty slow.
It's very slow.
Yeah. There's a scene where Michael dresses up like this girl's boyfriend with the mask.
Yeah, takes his car, kills the dude, and then they go to this party. Or he drives her to like this gas station and like leaves because the cops get there. Tina, yeah. And then Jamie has a vision that she's about to get killed.
Yeah.
And then Loomis like tells the
tries
cops.
to help her.
Yeah, tells the cops where she is, and they go grab her and pick her up.
He leaves. Yeah,
he's gone.
there's a
he's
party.
wearing like this like.
Yeah, it's a weird mask.
He's wearing a weird mask, like a face.
It's weird because you can see his eyes, and it's kind of creepy.
Yep.
It's like a Dick Tracy type character.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know. Do you remember Dick Tracy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's weird. The only thing I really took notes of was the party. There was a party at the farm.
The farm, they took so long with.
Yeah, it took forever.
They did too much at the farm, I thought.
They're like looking for cats.
Yeah, the guy and the girl, the cats. It's like, dude, you guys couldn't pay for a better another set.
Right.
Like, come on.
So pretty much, Michael kills a bunch of people. It's blah blah. And he chases.
Kills the cops.
Yeah, he kills
dummies.
the cops. He chases the kids in the car, which is probably the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, he chases Jamie and Billy.
It's pretty cool. They go back to the Myers house, which is now like a friggin' mansion.
Yeah, Loomis leads him there.
He's like, I'll have her there. Come to the old house or something. You could see him in the woods too, walking.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
So yeah, that's a cool shot when you see the exterior of the house, and she's in the window.
But like
brushing her hair.
He leads all the cops that are on guard away to that other call. You remember that?
Yeah, they're in. We should say this is the movie that introduced. He has help from this guy in black.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. These movies
are
so inconsistent from one movie to the next.
Out of nowhere, this dude in black with these boots comes on. It's like, who is this guy? You don't have no idea who he is.
Right. Yeah, there's some sort of distraction at the orphanage or wherever they're staying, and they go there, and then that's when Michael goes inside. He stabs Loomis, and then he sees Jamie in the attic, and that's where she sees in the coffin.
Yeah, Loomis leads her up there, and he comes up there, and she's up there by herself, right?
Well, yeah, there's a whole scene where he's chasing her through the laundry chute.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool actually.
Isn't he? This is when he cuts Loomis in the stomach.
Yeah,
right?
he's like, that's like a slash. So yeah, this is where Michael actually takes off his mask. You don't really see his face.
Barely.
And she's like, you look like me or something. Yeah, Maxie's eating a bone, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a shot of Michael tearing up.
Yeah, you see his eyes, tears up. And because she's like, Uncle.
Right.
I like that scene. It's like, it shows that he has that,
for a second.
Still. Yeah, for a second.
There was even a part of it in 2 when he's coming at her before she shoots him in the eyes.
Yes.
And she says Michael, and he puts the
stabs.
knife down.
Yep.
And then he puts it back up. Yeah, so pretty much they catch Michael, take him to the police station. Then this man in black guy busts him out of jail.
Kills all the cops again. Breaks all the bars of the jails.
There's an explosion.
Yeah.
But they leave Michael, and they arrest Michael, by the way. Leave his mask on.
Yeah.
So
he's messing with the chain. You remember that? He's like,
yeah.
He's doing that with his fingers with the chain.
All right.
Loomis did a good job of capturing him though. With that,
I think so too.
Big old net chain to net, and then I don't like when they hit him with the 2x4 though. That was weak. Like,
Yeah.
You got the strongest dude in the world. You got to hit him with something else. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
And he went out like that too, like landed on him. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
All right, so that's 5. We're gonna jump to 6, which is called The Curse of Michael Myers, which came out 1995.
95. I was 4 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carpenter didn't do that, did he?
Yeah.
He did?
That's him. Yeah.
Really?
That's the original. All these songs are from the original.
Wow.
Yeah. There's other ones, but like those are the ones he wrote, and those are the best. And they pretty much just reused them. They just re-recorded them and made them more like to the style of the time. So Halloween 6, this was Paul Rudd's first movie. The dude who played Ant-Man.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing him in there.
This was his very first film, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very awkward the way he acted in this
Yeah,
movie.
it's weird because he doesn't really do characters like that anymore, or in his career. This one I really remember being huge. Like I was totally on board the Halloween train at this point, and I remember when this came out, my dad rented it. Me and my sister, and my stepbrother, and my dad and my stepmom all watched it, and I just remember just totally being freaked out. Alright, so 6 pretty much starts in the basement of the asylum. Jamie's having a baby. Paul Rudd, his character, he plays Tommy from the first movie.
Yeah.
So this is Tommy, I guess Tommy was a little boy. Laurie Strode was babysitting in the first movie. He introduces the idea of someone protecting Michael, who was the Man in Black.
In 5.
In 5,
who we don't
at the end
know
of 5.
who he is at all.
Right. So you got this one, and yeah. So all right, the nurse helps her escape with the baby, and then Michael just comes and kills her.
The lighting, the sounds in this movie are crazy.
Yeah, it's very much of the time.
It's like it's so amped up, way amped up.
Yeah,
it feels like it's so much going on that they tried to do.
It's like a grunge like 9 Inch Nails type video or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they didn't have to go that route, but
it's like a Tool video or something.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
I mean, it's of the time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
The 90s came, yep.
Mid 90s, they were making a lot of movies, horror movies from that era. Are pretty.
And they started talking about the CIA and the FBI and all that stuff.
Yeah. So Jamie goes to a bus station.
Calls the radio station that's been talking about Michael Myers.
Yeah, and Loomis is listening.
Loomis is listening. She's like, Dr. Loomis, I need your help, blah, blah, blah.
And she has the baby, and she goes to the bathroom. And there's this really cool, probably one of the coolest scenes is she's like holding the baby, and it's like this like 15-second moment of happiness, and then the lights go out.
Yep.
And then you see like the shadow of Michael coming down the hall. Like it looks cool.
With the light, like the light from the window.
Yep. She leaves the baby there. Michael chases her in the car seat, and they go to a barn. What'd you think of this scene? In the barn scene, and she's like walking around.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's when she's chasing her in the car, right? In the van.
Yeah.
And she's in the truck, and she stops in that pumpkin patch and gets out, and then I love how she's like looking around, and he's there, he's not, and then he's like walking in the background. That was sick too. That part. This is like the first movie I think when 4 is the one he starts doing that teleporting stuff. Like he's there, he's here, he's over there, he's here. I mean,
they always had that, but this is like really like
they really do it.
Yeah, and in a flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's part of the lightning.
Yeah. Yep. And then they did the lightning shot in this one,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then man, she
tries to get out or something.
brutally murdered.
Yeah, it's like he like throws her on a corn thresher or something.
Oh, dude.
And he turns it on.
And then he turns it on.
Oh no, she reaches out.
She reaches out. She does the hand thing.
Yeah.
Just like on like the Jamie did with her
And
5. Yep. Oh
And
yeah.
H2O they do it too.
H2O they do it too. The hand thing. Yep.
Yeah, and then like he
He's
reacts
got
like
that split moment of sympathy. You know.
yeah, he acts like he's gonna like touch her hands, and then he like shoves her down.
Shoves her down more on the like. through
and
her
turns it
body.
on.
And turns it on.
So we get the Strode family, blah blah, you know, dysfunctional family. So Tommy gets the baby, and Loomis comes and tells Mrs. Strode about Michael, and then he leaves. And then she's getting ready to leave, and Michael's in the house, and she's like, remember, she turns around, he's right there, and then she goes outside, and there's a bunch of laundry sheets. And this is a cool scene. This is one of the scenes I remember from watching as a kid, and then she pulls down a laundry sheet, and he's right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool scene.
That's when she gets slashed, right? And they just show the blood on the
They just
sheet.
show a blood off-screen kill.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. Everyone, if you throw one or two of those in there.
More dramatic, I think.
Yeah, so pretty much it all takes place in another house, and then they go back to the hospital. Yeah, there's another scene where they go to the old Myers house because that's where the family's living.
Another house.
Another different house, yeah. The boy
Stick
goes
with
in,
the script, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it's like it's like a 2-story house, and then it turns into like a mansion, like an old Victorian mansion, and then it goes back to a different like regular looking house. They go to the asylum, and they learn that the head of the asylum was actually the Man in Black, and he just was in awe, I guess, of Michael's pure evilness, and has been helping him. Stupid storyline. Like they just.
It's like why is this guy here?
Every one of these movies, first of all, like 4, 5, and 6, they all end like they didn't plan on having a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, like they're so inconsistent. They add things that just don't need to be there. I feel like the first movie still captures like what the original. Obviously, like the original has nothing to do with what they put in 4, 5, and 6, and 2, and 7, and 8.
It's like, what are you doing with these storylines? Like, I understand you want more of it. I understand you want to make more movies, but you do not have to take it in this route. It's just so inconsistent.
It is, and you really see him like as we're adults, you know.
Yeah.
They go to the hospital, and there's a scene where Michael pretty much just slaughters a whole operating room full of people.
Yeah.
And
Including
it's
the
like,
dude that's trying to help, like, who supposedly it's like helping him or like doing weird stuff.
Just kills him.
Yeah. Then they had that Celtic stuff with the sign of the demon and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
it doesn't
come
make
on.
sense. It doesn't make sense.
Stick to the script of the real simple, just real simple horror. You don't have to be adding all this stuff into the story just to try to make it more. I don't know what you're trying to do.
It's not.
Don't do it.
First of all, I think when you add the fact that he's this guy's uncle or he's this guy's brother, it takes away from the spookiness that I loved about the first movie.
Yeah.
Where you don't know anything about him. He's just this thing, you know.
Yeah, literally.
So yeah, there's a cool scene where they're running through the tunnels. This is like the only time you see Michael actually like kind of run.
Yeah, underneath the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like in the like pipe room or something. Like, I don't know.
Paul Rudd shuts this gated door on this doctor.
I remember that one.
And then
suit I was little.
Michael uses his head as like a battering ram to open the door. And they go to a room. Paul Rudd fills a bunch of tranquilizers, like syringes with tranquilizers, I guess, injects them, and then just beats them.
Yeah, with a pipe. That's the
pipe.
one. That's the ending right there. Loomis.
It should have ended right there.
Should have ended right there.
Yeah, but
then they had to kill Loomis off.
Loomis, yeah, you just there's like a shot of going down to Michael's mask, and you hear Loomis screaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think there was another ending. Now that I think about it, I just can't remember what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
But you think they just did that one because it was Loomis's last movie?
It was his last movie.
Yeah.
And
Literally, the dude. Yeah.
he passed away.
What was his name?
Donald Pleasance.
Donald Pleasance.
Before it was out, he passed away. All right, so that was 95. We're gonna jump to 98, which is what, Halloween H2O.
H2O.
H2O. So this one I actually saw in theaters.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. So this movie is very much a product of its time as well.
Yeah, they bring the famous
younger,
people in there.
yeah,
LL's in there.
Yeah, and they got all
Jamie's
these young
in
TV stars. That was the thing. Like Scream really introduced like Nev Campbell was on Party of Five. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Jennifer for Love Hewitt was on something. And then the girl in this show was on Dawson's Creek. Like all those movies, like Scream 2 took place on a college campus. This movie's on a school campus. Like
yeah, it's like a charter school or something.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these young kids. Like it's like all those movies around that time that were like this, you know. So it's like might as well make it a Michael Myers movie.
Yeah.
So Jamie Lee came back
and put Jamie Lee in it.
I like this one a lot.
Me too. I remember watching this one with you a lot.
Yeah. I was always a big fan of this one.
This is the one I remember most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this one most, yeah.
I think, yeah. So it starts off with the nurse from the first two films. Starts off at her house. I guess she has a file on Laurie because Laurie faked her death. So she has like a new identity and she lives in California.
Yep.
So this lady sees her house is broken into and she gets the neighbor kids. And one of them's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Has him go in there and check the house.
Yeah, with the hockey stick.
Sees that the file's gone.
Yeah.
And her office is all messed up.
Yep. And so he comes out, says everything's fine. And she goes in, and then the door opens. And as she's going to close the door, you see Michael in the back, which is a cool shot.
Yeah, it is. Down the hall, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she leaves. She goes back to the neighbor's house, and the kids are dead. One of them has
the hockey skate.
It's an ice skate.
Ice skate, yeah.
Like in the middle of his face. He's like swinging. He's like rocking in the rocking chair.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, actually.
I didn't realize that was the first nurse in there.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
She came back.
So they gotta have a little consistency, right?
Yeah. So Michael has the file on Laurie, and he gets away. He's on his way to California.
Yeah, that's what I was realizing. Like, it's in Illinois where he sees the nurse, and he drives all the way
to California. Yeah, this is the only movie that takes place outside
in that beat-up car, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, first he has her car.
Oh, yeah. The cops go in and he pulls out of there, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, I remember
So
that.
then they show Laurie. She's pretty much like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
She's a teacher at this like gated private school.
And her son goes there, too.
Yeah, they like live on campus.
Yeah.
All the kids live there. I think the music in this movie was really good.
Yes.
It's different. I'm gonna see if I can find a clip of it, but yeah, it's different from the Carpenters. Not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this one was really the music was really awesome.
Yeah, she's like an alcoholic, and she's still going through the depression and the mind stuff with Michael and having dreams and all that.
Right.
And what's that? Her son wants to go to or tries to fake going to Yosemite, right?
Yeah.
Yosemite National Park.
Yeah.
Was it Yosemite?
That's what they called it.
Yeah, it was one of the national parks or something. But wants to stay with his girlfriend and his other friend and her girlfriend and want to party for Halloween.
Right.
In the school.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. But
Michael finds a way there.
yeah. Well,
And-
first we gotta talk about when he goes to the rest area.
Oh, with the lady and the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause this was a creepy scene when I was.
It's like his
younger.
tire blows out or something.
Yeah, and like so somehow like the girls' locker room is locked,
Yeah, the bathroom.
so they go to the men's.
Yep. And she holds the door open with a rock.
Yeah.
Remember that?
And then when they're in there, it moves.
It moves and the door closes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then she puts her purse like down.
Yep.
I don't know, like in front of her feet.
And he grabs it.
He grabs it.
Yeah. And she's looking through the crack of the stall and sees him walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get this
Yeah, go ahead.
clip of music here.
But the dude, just you playing it out? Oh yeah.
more orchestral,
Yeah.
you know, which is pretty cool, I think. Like they did a different spin on the main title track.
Still keeping the original melody.
It's very more orchestral.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah. But the dude, Michael takes her car.
Yeah, sorry.
It's old station wagon type deal, and
But there's a shot where she's looking through the crack and you see him looking like in the mirror.
yeah,
Very cool.
yeah,
That was probably hard to get,
oh yeah,
that shot.
through the little crack,
Through the little
like
crack
that?
and like getting him in the mirror.
yeah, goes into town, ain't it?
Yeah.
And then you see one of those other shots, like the station wagon's off in the distance.
Yes.
And you see him, and you see the dude and his friend, Jamie's son or Laura's son,
Laurie,
get that bottle of
yeah.
booze,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah, you see him like driving.
yep.
and
then
you see him parked.
And then Laura's like, "What the f are you doing here?"
Yeah.
He's
Laurie.
out of school. LL Cool J let.
Yeah, LL
let
Cool
him
J
out.
is the security guard.
Yep, he talks him into letting him out of the gate.
It's such a weird role for LL Cool J.
Yeah, it's like
Because he's not like LL Cool. Like, we'll get there. But Busta Rhymes in the next movie is very Busta Rhymes. Like,
very Busta Rhymes.
Like this movie, LL was not very LL.
Yeah, but the movie was weak though. Around Resurrection.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you knew this, but the older lady who works with her.
Yeah, the one with the blonde hair.
Yeah, that's her real mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her name's Janet Leigh, and she's from Psycho. She's the woman in the shower.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so in that movie, she has a car, and then when she's getting in the car, it's the same car from Psycho, and they do a little musical cue from Psycho.
Ah, they do like a.
It's
what's
like
that called?
it's weird. It's
Like
pretty
a little
cool.
cameo.
Like a little like homage. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's really cool, man. It's really cool. I think the character's name was Marion or something.
That's sick.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she thinks the son goes camping, but they don't. They stay on campus to like have a party, like 4 kids.
Drink party,
Yeah.
and of
Um,
course,
Yeah, Michael's there.
Michael's there.
LL, the car scene with LL when he pulls
Oh.
up. Yeah.
Michael pulls up with the car, gets out of the car, but is out of the car, right? When Elda opens the gates,
Right.
as he's going out of the gate, searches the car, Michael walks right in, right behind him.
Right behind him, man. And then
Idiot.
like he's like playing with him, like he has this little office with 2 doors and like 4 windows, and he keeps like going behind him where he can't see, but you can see him in the window.
Yeah.
Then
Then he closes the door, locks it. You
Yeah.
remember that?
So Michael kills the other teen couple. That's the one that's not Jamie Lee Curtis's son. Okay, so my favorite scene in the whole movie is the scene where Michael's chasing her son and his girlfriend.
Oh, and they
And-
when he goes out of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're in between the door and the gated door.
Yeah. And sees
And
his face.
And
Like he sees
before
his
he gets
mask,
in
right?
there, even like he's trying to like.
She's trying to grab the keys. That one.
Yeah. And then he's like trying to saw at them with his knife.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the keys and he's trying to open it.
Yeah.
I just remember when I was a kid being
And they're like, open up.
and then you get the classic scene of Michael looking at Lori through the glass. She starts, which is cool.
Classic.
And then she gets her gun and then he's gone.
Yeah.
It's a cool stare down.
Yeah, it is.
I think it is.
It is.
Okay, so
They do a sound effect too when he hits that door. It's like boom.
Yeah.
And then she's like banging on the door. Open up.
Yeah, he's like hitting everything.
And then Jamie like brings him in, and then they make eye contact.
So
Great scene.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, her boyfriend, thinks LL Cool J is Michael, and he shoots him. Like it like ricochets off his head. Then Michael comes out and dude, he kills this guy good, man.
Lifts him up off the ground.
Yeah, just like it's insane.
Doesn't he? No, he ran out of bullets. I thought, isn't it?
I think he runs out of bullets.
Yeah, but puts the gun at him. I think.
So pretty much, Jamie Lee gets the kids out, decides to fight Michael. She like closes the gate.
Yeah. So she puts him in her car. Tells the girl, just leave, just go. They go. She closes the gate, and she's like, Michael! She grabs that axe from LL's office. Yeah, she's like, Michael!
Which is pretty effective, and the music's playing.
Dude, it's a good scene. Very good scene. Like calling out for him, calling him out.
Yeah, and then you get the scene where he comes down from the ceiling, the one hand
with the ball in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like coming down. He's right behind her.
Yeah. They pretty much have a knife fight. There's a cool scene where she's underneath the tables.
Yeah, and he's on top of the table.
Yeah, I remember you like, I remember watching this a lot with you actually.
Yeah, I remember this one vividly. This one.
So yeah, and then she's like crawling, and then he's like lifting the tables up.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. You know, she stabs him a lot, and then he falls over the balcony onto one of the tables.
Yeah. While they're upstairs. Yep.
And then LL Cool J stops her from like stabbing him again.
Yep. He's alive still.
Yeah, he's alive. So she kidnaps what she thinks is his body.
Yeah. Well, then the cops come.
Let's say how this one ends. Yeah.
So the cops come. They do all the crime scene stuff. Put him in a body bag and go in the ambulance or the coroner. He's in a coroner van.
Right.
And then she takes one of the cops' guns and puts them all at gunpoint.
Yeah.
She's like, "Stay where you are. Don't follow me." Grabs the van that he's in, drives off, and
he goes through the windshield.
And he starts waking up, right?
Yeah.
He starts like moving the body bag, and then he gets out of the body bag first, gets ready to kill her, presses the brakes, out the windshield he goes. And then doesn't she get in a crash too?
Well, like he rolls over and gets up.
Oh yeah, she hits him.
Yeah, she's like, "Come on."
Yeah, she's like, "Come on, get up, get up, get up."
Yeah, she hits him, and then she goes flying out the van.
Yep.
And then
he's like against the van and some wooden thing, right?
He's like up against a fallen tree.
Yeah.
And then he tries to roll over, but the van like pins him against the tree, and he's like jerking his back. So you get the reach out scene.
Reaching out to her,
and then
she's got the axe.
Yeah.
Cuts his head off.
Chops it right off.
Clean.
Jamie Lee. I'm sure she's a tough chick, but come on, one swoop,
really.
It's got to be a sharp axe.
Yep.
Sharpest thing ever. All right, so that's H2O. I really like this one though. This is one of the better ones. I would say we'll do a ranking.
What a way to end too.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's totally undone.
Oh, totally.
From the next movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I like that. I like the way the movie looks. It's a quick movie too. It doesn't last too long.
And they do this stupid stuff in the next one, in the beginning of it.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Halloween Resurrection. Yeah. I saw this one in theaters too, and it was just.
I saw it a lot on TV.
Yeah.
Just
so
sucks.
Halloween Resurrection. So yeah, so this one came out 2002. Busta Rhymes in it. They were pretty much the only star that I know besides Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee comes back in the beginning. She's in an asylum. It turns out the guy at the end of H2O was a paramedic, I guess, when the guy came. So this paramedic guy comes to get Michael off the table. Michael crushes his vocal cords so he can't talk, dresses him up like Michael, and Michael got out. So the whole time, at the end of H2O, I guess it wasn't Michael.
Cuts the head off of some dude. Some paramedic. Oh, man. So stupid.
It is stupid. I remember seeing this in theater and just being like, what? I was like, Halloween Resurrection, man. Maybe he's like, got supernatural, like actual supernatural powers now. It's like maybe he actually comes back from the dead or something. No.
So stupid.
So
writing.
Lori's in an asylum.
Oh, man.
So she's there, and of course she's ready for him. She has him on the roof, like gets him in, like on this rope trap, and they both fall over the side of the roof, and he stabs her, and she falls and dies. And that's pretty much it for Lori in this, as far as this movie. This movie's very much of its time as well. Busta Rhymes has a reality show.
Of course, the real world was going on at this time.
Yeah, there was even more than that. I
Yeah.
mean, Survivor, Big Brother, all those were really taking off. And, so yeah, I guess Busta Rhymes has a web reality show. He's also into Kung Fu in this movie.
Yeah. Which doesn't work.
So the whole idea is they go to Michael's old house, which is different again. And they...
It's just different again.
Yeah, it looks different. They, the whole idea is to, like, try to find out why he is the way he is and search for stuff in his house while recording it, putting it on the internet. There's a main girl, and she's talking to this guy named Deckard, who's, like, her online guy, I guess. I don't know.
Of its time, right?
Of its time. I will say that the webcam footage looks like garbage.
Yep.
It
Compared
does
to
not,
the stuff in 4?
No, it's 2.
Oh, it was 2. Yeah.
Back
I'm sorry.
in 1982, the stuff on the monitors looked more clear.
Analog. Straight up. On the camera and on the monitor from that camera for the security surveillance.
It looked better than 2002's.
Scarier, too.
Yeah, and more effective. Yeah, you're right. Pretty much, they get killed one by one. I did send Snapchat you this, but that Decker guy and his friend dressed like Vincent Vega and Jules from Pulp Fiction for the Halloween party.
Miss Vega.
We'll probably do Pulp Fiction one day.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty much they made Michael a reality show.
Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah. There is a cool
Michael in this one is like looks not human.
Yeah.
He's got
It looks
like
weird.
His, like torn up like shoulders and like he looks weird.
Yeah, I agree. There's a scene where you think it's Michael walking through the house, but it's Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
But then you see Michael come up behind him.
Yeah.
And then Busta Rhymes is like talking a bunch of poop to him, like you need to go out to the back. He thinks it's like his camera guy or something who got killed earlier in the film. He's like, I left the back door unlocked. That's what I did. Go back there and chill with Tyra Banks. Like it's like
Tyra Banks is in this movie.
She's in this movie.
She's like running the cameras, ain't it? Like the surveillance stuff.
She's at the where they set up like the monitors. And
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
For the webcams.
Yeah. And he's like, just the way Busta Rhymes is talking to him though. He's like, dude, you stupid. I left the door unlocked. Go back there. That's what I did. Like, it's so annoying. I don't know.
He
So
doesn't kill him yet.
Doesn't kill him. He goes out and kills Tyra Banks. There is a kung fu scene where Busta Rhymes kung fu's Michael Myers for a little bit. This one is really rough.
Again, like, what are you doing with this movie?
Yeah, I couldn't. I found myself like there's okay, there's a podcast to listen to, but it's true. A lot of people do this during boring movies. Like, you're looking at the movie, and suddenly, like, you start looking at other things in the room.
Yeah.
Like, you're focused, like, you're looking at the wall. You're looking at, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I was doing. Like, I just found my attention, like, I was looking at, just my guitar. I don't know. This is different stuff. But, there's a garage fire, and I don't know. This one sucks, though.
Yeah.
It pretty much ends with Michael burning, but he's still alive at the end, of course.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that. That's the end of the original series.
Then we have
the Rob Zombie one.
Rob Zombie ones.
Just real quick, we'll skim through those.
Yeah, I saw the first one with the little boy.
You're not really missing much.
I mean,
of the second one. So the first one, yeah. So all Rob Zombie did. I love Rob Zombie. I love his music, but like, I love even some of his movies. They're not. These remakes aren't bad movies.
Yeah.
They're just.
I didn't like them. They're just too much, man.
The problem with Zombie is he takes everything to past 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he has it amped up, man, extreme. Like vulgarity to its peak. You know what I mean?
It's like the extreme of the extreme.
Yeah, and all the characters are always shouting.
These movies don't need that.
Right.
Michael Myers doesn't need that.
They're all over the top. Plus, I would say the only thing he did was add the kid storyline.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was exactly the same as Carpenter's.
Yeah.
The second one, just real quick, like, it's a little bit more original. He definitely made that one more his own, but it's more about Laurie and, like, the psychological effects that... I mean, it's not...
Jamie Lee doesn't play it, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's someone else. It doesn't even really feel like a Halloween movie. Like, he's walking around without his mask on a lot. Like, you
really? You see his face?
Yeah, he's like a huge beard and long hair. So, like, it's okay. They're okay movies, but like I said, every zombie movie, all the characters are so, like, over the top, and everything is just turned up, past 10, and it's too much sometimes.
Yeah.
To the point where you start getting uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah. It's like I wouldn't feel comfortable watching the movie, get scared and, like, sometimes uncomfortable, but, like, bringing me back to reality, and then his movies just take you, dude.
Yeah,
it's just like,
they're hard. They're rough.
I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah. There's some hardcore stuff. So those are the zombie ones. Again, so that brings us to present day. The movie's about to come out. Pretty much, what are you hoping for?
I'm hoping for old school horror. I'm hoping for simple stuff, classic cinematography, gorgeous lighting, dark looking scenes with just like looking at the side of the screen, seeing his face or the car, and just classic
little things
Michael
like that.
Myers,
Yes.
man. Turning the lights off, no phones, classic, dude. I want to see music, the sounds, like when the trailer, when he runs into those, or the kids run into him, it's like, dude, they do that. Yep. They do that.
The factory whistle going on.
And then the shot of him walking through that, like, that overpass of the garage awning or whatever.
Yeah.
He's walking through going to get that tool from the garage.
Hammer or
yeah,
something.
dude, I love that.
Trailer does look good.
Dude,
Jamie Lee's back again.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so...
But it's not his sister.
Yeah. So it's going to be 40 years after the first film. I'm just hoping for... my only thing is, okay, it's already been remade by Zombie, and he didn't do anything different.
Did not.
He kept the same sister storyline. I feel like if you're going to remake, if you have the chance to reboot the series, start fresh, I feel like he should have done something more original.
Yeah. Make Michael Myers new. Make the story new. Make everything new. Refresh.
Which is why I was a little upset that, like, I heard Jamie was going to be in this new movie. It's not like I hate her. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the best one since the original.
Yes.
But I was like, I just wish they would start fresh.
Yeah.
You know, don't do Laurie. Maybe do just Dr. Loomis if you want, like a new Loomis, but
Yeah.
maybe not even do that, dude. Just like, or just mention it.
Yeah.
You know, make him younger and just start fresh. That's what
Yes.
I wanted.
Yeah. I love the scene in the sanitarium. He's just in the middle of that, like,
And the
corridor.
new trailer you're talking about?
Like the middle of that corridor, like, it's that, like, center of the whatever.
It's like they're getting yard time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's just like chained.
It's
to
like
a
it looks like a checkerboard.
Yeah. It's like a
white and
10-foot
red.
chain.
Yeah.
And they're all going like crazy.
Yeah, this
besides
dude
him.
busts out the mask and everyone starts going nuts.
Yeah. Takes out the mask and everybody starts going nuts and he's just there, just like looking straight.
Well, the people who, okay, so that guy Mustafa had the rights. This company Blumhouse, who puts out a lot of, like, they put out Insidious, and so they have the rights now. So the
Dude,
guys
I didn't know
who,
that.
yeah, the
That
guys
is
who
awesome.
who are writing and directing this movie, went to John Carpenter with the idea to get his blessing and his approval. And I guess Carpenter loved it so much, he's doing the music for the new.
That's awesome.
He's coming back, and I guess they went to him. They're like, "Look, man, we get Michael Myers, what your original idea was for him, and we get, like, what he's supposed to be." Like, and I guess they told him whatever this new movie is gonna be, and he just loved it.
I mean, if you're going to the dude who started it and he's saying yes, and
Especially after saying no for so many other movies.
Yeah. This must be some kind of breakthrough we're gonna have.
Yeah.
Maybe a new start, like you said. You
Yeah.
know, a new start to something new, fresh, and
I'll tell you, the only way I won't be disappointed is as long as they don't do this like a one and done, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, if they end it, I'll still, like, I don't know, I might be eating my words. Maybe it'll be a cool ending if it is a one and done. But, like, I want more.
Rewrite the beginning of the next one to make it
fresh. Yeah, or
Yeah.
make it a sequel, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I don't know. I don't know, I'm excited. We'll do an episode about it. So
I'm excited to see it.
Okay, let's do it like this. Out of Halloween, the original 1 and 2, which one's better? To you.
Are you talking about like 1 through 7 or?
Yeah, let's do 1
Like a
and
lineup?
2. Like, out of those two, which one do you think is better?
1 and 2?
Yeah.
1, of course.
Yeah.
But I do like 2.
Yeah.
I do like 2.
Yeah.
They're like right there for me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the first one.
No.
First one is my favorite. All right, how about 4 and 5? Which one's your
4.
favorite? 4.
4 all the
4
way.
takes the cake.
But I did not mind 5. I did not mind it, but 4 takes the candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 is. It's actually pretty, like, it's very Halloween-y.
Yes.
Like, it sets the mood. Like, if you're gonna watch a Halloween movie besides the original, I think 4 is the one to go to.
Yeah.
Like, around Halloween time, I mean.
Yes.
To be spooked out.
Yeah. 5's like, what's even going on?
I don't know. All right. So we got 6, 7, and 8.
I'm
I'm gonna have to go H2O,
gonna say H2O, dude.
which is 7.
H2O is 7, and then
6 is better than
and then
Resurrection.
6, and then
Resurrection
last
is my least favorite.
one. Yeah, same here. Yep.
So yeah.
6 is just too much going on. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
when we
some cool
saw
stuff.
There is cool stuff. It's just like the baby was crying. Like, it was 2 babies crying.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
want to explain that?
I-
Like, there was like audio, like it seemed like there was audio playing on set that nobody edited it out,
Yeah.
and then they overdubbed
Yes. Yes.
it. Yeah.
I think unless they kept it just to say like there's 2 people inside that baby. I don't know, dude.
But you can
No
hear
clue.
like all the baby scenes. There wasn't the baby wasn't crying on film.
Yeah. It was weird.
They edited it in.
Yep.
Okay, so that's pretty much talking about Halloween. So 1, 2, 4, and H2O I would highly recommend.
Highly.
I think those are
Yep.
the best.
Highly recommended. If you want to give a little 6 a try, go ahead.
I would say if you want to check out 3, the one that's different, do it on a day when you have absolutely nothing to do. And you cannot find anything better to watch. Throw 3 on. It's gonna blow your mind just how random it is. Okay, so getting along with the Halloween spirit, what are some things you could remember that scared you as a kid? I mean,
I'd say Gremlins scared
Gremlins.
me. Gremlins scared me. Yeah, I don't want to say The Burbs because it was different when I saw it first. It
Burbs
scared me a little bit.
We're gonna do an episode on the
Yeah.
Burbs probably.
But Michael Myers, dude,
yeah,
scared me like crazy when I was a boy.
me too.
Oh, and Goosebumps,
Goosebumps.
dude.
Goosebumps was scary.
The
haunted
clown
mask.
with the blue like goose coming from its teeth.
Yeah, the big one.
Dude,
Yeah.
that scared me, man, when I was little. Yep.
Yeah,
How about you?
Goosebumps. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Michael Myers, of course. Oh man, the flying dog thing from Neverending Story. That thing scared the crap out of me. Whatever that thing was. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do.
I'm gonna show you a picture. I forgot his name. It's like Falcor or something. That's old school, man. Neverending Story.
It.
Goosebumps. Yeah, it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just seeing the cover of it made me did that thing to my stomach where it just like loosen and tighten. You get that butterfly effect. Just like the idea of Michael Myers scared me. Like I remember after I saw Halloween, like was certain I was gonna see Michael like standing in my front yard, man. That's how
Dude.
like
Even when I was watching these, I was like, I always look around, like the back of me and like over my shoulder, just
Yeah.
instinct, you know.
Yeah. I agree. I think he's definitely the scariest to me out of all the Freddy and the Jason.
Dude, by far. By far.
Yeah, other than that though, I mean, I was, like I said, I had older siblings, and the Blair Witch Project, that was huge when I was a kid. Scream, that was huge when I was a kid.
Yeah, I didn't watch
Any
of
classic
those.
horror. Evil Dead, that was a movie that really scared me when I first watched it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Is that
Chucky, Child's Play.
Yes, Chucky scared me when I was little, dude.
Yes. Ash was the guy with
the chainsaw. Yeah.
That's the dog from the big thing.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
From Neverending Story. That thing freaked me out when I was a kid, man. And then there was some books also called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I don't know if you remember those.
I don't remember those.
No, they had really creepy illustrations in them, and they were scary, man. Okay, so yeah, we gave you the Halloween franchise. We're hopefully gonna go see the movie, the new one, when it comes out,
Oh, we will.
and we're gonna break it down. What I really want to do is just,
And I'm gonna eat popcorn, and I'm gonna drink pop, and I'm gonna eat candy too,
yeah,
large.
and I
I'm gonna eat it all.
you will too. When we saw the Last Jedi, you ate a whole thing of popcorn
Oh,
by
it was so
yourself.
good.
And I didn't have one piece. Not that you didn't offer, but I was like, man, you really going to town, man.
That's right.
So yeah, what I'm hoping to do is just compare. I'm sure there's nods to all the other films in this new one, because you can see some of them in the trailer. And yeah, we'll break it down. We'll tell you how scary it is, and hopefully get everyone prepared for the Halloween season.
Hopefully we don't get disappointed either. I don't think we will.
I think we're gonna have like one or two things,
We'll probably nitpick.
but I think I think it'll definitely be the best one since the first.
I do believe so too.
I think it's gonna be that, but I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna see.
Seems
And
like,
it takes place right when he gets up from the ground and one, right?
I guess
Or
I
beginning
guess
of two.
the idea is after one, he gets captured that night,
Okay.
and he gets put away for another 40 years, and I guess
Wow.
he gets out somehow in this one. And seems like Laurie's a little more different. Seems like she's more like a Loomis now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she's gonna be the new Loomis. So we'll see, man. I'm really excited. I'm glad we did this.
Same.
It was kind of cool to go back and watch these.
Yeah, it brings back memories for sure.
Okay. Just real quick, we'll wrap it up with some stuff that's been going on. We played a couple shows.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Meg and Corey. Thank you very much for that. And
Josh Corey, my best friend,
and
his wife. Shout out to them.
What's Jacob?
Jacob Hodges.
Jacob Hodges.
We
dude.
played his benefit he had for veterans.
Yep.
Which
Very
is pretty cool.
Yeah, we couldn't say no to that. Or we're from background of veterans. Both our families, very deep into that sort of field of employment. So,
Yeah.
and it's good for our country. Yeah, we support.
Yeah, my uncle's in the Navy. And, my dad served.
Your dad served.
Yeah.
Both of my grandfathers served in the Army. So,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun, man, and to actually pull it off with just two dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a lot of fun playing.
Same.
And it was a good learning experience, and I think even at our second show, it got a lot better.
Oh yeah, we dialed it in, and it was.
We're learning.
We're learning, yeah.
And we're still trying. We got to get back to recording. We've been so busy this summer.
Yeah.
Between work and concerts and just doing family things.
Yep.
We haven't even seen each other.
Yeah, we haven't. For a month, I think. Months.
At least a month.
Yeah.
Since that show.
Yeah.
Which was like in late August.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Alex has been traveling. I've been working. I've been going to concerts. I saw Foo Fighters.
Ooh.
Saw Dave Grohl.
You saw Foo Fighters? You saw After the Burial last night?
Yeah, last night I saw After the Burial.
You saw Corey Taylor and Ozzy?
Yeah, I saw Stone Sour and Ozzy. I saw Mushroom Head. And we got Tenacious D coming up in November.
And then we have the Contortionist again.
Contortionist. We got meet and greet VIPs.
We're about to meet them and take pictures.
Early entry.
And we're about to be front row. Yep. They're about to play 2 hours.
Yeah, one set normal and one set acoustic.
Ah.
And they're going to end with the acoustic.
I'm gonna be right in the front.
And we'll be guaranteed front row if we got early entry.
Yep. I'm gonna be in the front.
Other than that, man, same old. I know you've been playing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Anybody who wants to play video games and play a great game, get Spider-Man for PS4. It's a beautiful game.
Awesome.
It's gorgeous.
I've been playing. I want to try to get into Destiny 2.
Yes. Get into that, man.
I'm going to. I've been still playing that Call of Duty. I did finish Walking Dead, the Telltale.
Speaking of Telltale, they're not making any more Telltale games.
I heard that.
They went out of business, or whatever. They quit.
They were in the process of doing the last season of Walking Dead.
They're going to release that.
Oh, are they?
They're still going to release that. Yeah.
I thought they didn't finish it.
No, they finished it.
Oh, okay.
They're going to release that. Yeah.
Cool.
For you.
I've been doing that. I saw, what did I see? I saw The Nun.
Yeah.
That was pretty
scary.
It was scary. The Conjuring's scarier.
It ain't no Michael Myers.
No. No, it was some cool stuff in there. It was okay. Conjuring movies are better. Insidious is better. I've been watching Mayans, which is like the new Sun.
Okay.
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
That's it, really. We're gonna hope to get to the new Halloween for everybody. We'll let you know what we think about it, and hopefully this episode will give you an idea of what some of those other movies have and why we like them. Like I said, one, you can't beat it. I could watch that all the time, man.
Yeah.
Just the style. And I'm really excited, actually. Hey, when I first saw the trailer, I wasn't that excited, but now I'm getting pretty excited.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was excited though when I seen it first. I was like, yes.
And I wonder, I just wonder what's going to happen, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
Also, I think next time, when we do our next Halloween episode, I think we should talk about costumes that we had over the years. And trick-or-treating experiences.
Yeah, I could talk about some of that.
Yeah. We'll do some Halloween-related stuff. But yeah, this was fun, man.
It was.
I'm glad we got back to doing a movie.
One thing that is very important, though, we have to recognize our sponsor of the show, which is Wayne Domain, and his work for sponsoring us and supporting us doing this. And we really appreciate you, Wayne Domain.
His charitable, hard-working hours he puts in. He's busy, man.
Yeah.
He works in the city, and
For us to do our show. And
Juan Luque, thank you.
thank you, Juan Luca, and we appreciate you. And this was a good episode, I think.
I think so too, and like I said, I'm just excited to go compare all these films, especially the original to the new one. And yeah, I hope everyone gets something out of this episode. Even if you go back and watch Halloween or whatever your spooky movie go-to is, you know, I love Halloween this time. I love the fall. I love the atmosphere of Halloween. I love, I go to a haunted house here and there, but we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Since this has been a longer episode, but we knew it was gonna be.
Very long.
We're doing 8 movies, pretty
Yeah.
much. But all right, that's all really I have. And everyone, just so everyone knows, obviously we're gonna spoil the heck out of this next Halloween movie.
Oh yeah.
We'll remind everybody, but that's all I have until then.
Same here. Everybody have a safe week, safe fall.
And if we don't get to the next episode, have a safe Halloween.
Yes. Have a safe Halloween. Be safe and responsible, please. And
take care of each other.
take care of each other. And Wayne Domain, let me
Yeah.
get it one time. Wayne Domain, let me get it one time. Wayne Domain. Wayne Domain.
Well, Lukey.